About to introduce you to Mark, who's the owner of Atlanta Auto Restorations.
So this is a battery tray that we just fabricated for a 1971 Eldorado.
Wow.
It was rusted out, and beneath it was the frame mount for the core support. It was also rusted out.
So whereabouts in the car does that go on?
This actually goes...
So this is an Eldorado that you're restoring, is it?
Actually goes in there like that.
Okay. And the battery trays knocked out there, they usually.
Yep.
With the acid.
Yep. So we've also doctored that area up before it goes in.
Okay. That's awesome. Fantastic. We're going to have a walk around Mark's shop now and have a look at some of the vehicles that he's currently restoring.
This is a 1969 Camaro Indy pace car. It was not one of the ones that was at the festival that year, but it is one of the original. Each dealership got one after the actual Indy 500 race.
Wow.
This one is still owned by the original owner. We went through a total ground-up restoration. It's about a week from leaving. We still need to put decals on it and finish up the steering wheel and a couple of knickknacks.
So will it have pace car decals on it?
Yeah. It'll have the Chevrolet official Indy pace car decals.
Would you have to have them decals made special?
No, you can actually purchase them through a decal place. This car probably took about a year and a half to build. Complete from the ground up, everything in its new, wiring, engine, transmission.
So Mark, do a lot of the cars that you restore start off in excellent condition?
Yep, that's probably a good example of how they get here.
And then you would strip them completely?
Yep. From that point right there, we'll gut everything. Doors will come off, the whole bottom frame will come off. That one is actually has what we call a subframe. Subframe will come out from underneath the car, all the suspension in the rear. And we've got it down to nothing. There won't be a nut bolt left on it anywhere. We'll go on our sandblast boot and sandblast it down to bare metal, epoxy prime it, and from that point on it's shooting the and we basically, from that point, concentrate more on everything from the firewall of the car and back, which would mean the doors, the trunk, and the main body.
And moving on to
this Chevelle, this is 69 Chevelle. It's probably a good example of what it looks like once we've replaced a lot of the sheet metal. The sheet metal in this car that we've replaced is the roof, the quarter panels, the outer wheelhouses, the trunk drop downs, and I believe that is it.
And there's a flathead V8, would you?
Yeah.
Sell it on or just...
I'm going to probably restore it and put it in a 32 Ford.
Okay.
That's my plans.
Is there a flathead specialist in Georgia?
We do have one. There's a guy named Joe Smith. Actually, his advertisement.
Okay.
Joe Smith, our flathead guy, does a lot of early Ford stuff, Model A's, Model T's, all that stuff.
And now we're on to some really fantastic truck restorations.
This is a 49 Dodge truck we've started on. It is going to basically look original from the outside, but it will have a lot of modern amenities, modern V8.
Modern disc brakes.
Modern disc brakes all the way around. Rack and pinion steering.
I think what's interesting about this chassis, Mark, is the fact that these strengthening bars look like they're off-the-shelf units.
Yeah.
Is this a Ford or a Chevy?
Chevrolet C10 truck.
Right.
We don't do a lot of these. We're just starting to get into these. This one's on airbags. I don't know if you guys do a lot of that over there, but this guy wanted it on airbags where he could raise and lower the height.
So it looks like we have a full link back suspension. And there you can see the airbag there. So that'll give what, 2 or 3 inches of lift, will
Yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, easily. This hot rod over here is from California, Southern California. Of course, that's where the hot rod
Yeah.
hobby started. And this was supposedly a car that was done at SoCal Speed Shop back in the 60s. The owner of it now, it was her dad. Her dad passed away. He was a SoCal guy, and she ended up with it. And the funny part was her sister ended up with a Corvette. And she thought she got the raw end of the deal, but I explained to her that she got the better end of the deal. Wow.
So that car's what, about 10 years, 15 years old, do you think?
Oh, I would say
Or
I would
older?
say more. I would say probably 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The airbrushing on the back is from Anaheim. It shows it's from Anaheim, California.
Right. Okay. And then we've got a nice Corvette C3, is it?
Yep, C3 Corvette. We're doing it pretty much a frame-on restoration, going through the brakes, suspension. We're not doing engine transmission on this one. He had just had it, had the engine rebuilt, transmission rebuilt before it got here. We stripped it down to bare fiberglass. We're doing the body, paint, redoing all the glass, weather stripping, window felts, all that good stuff.
What typically would be the cost then to do all that?
To do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Probably in the $45,000 range.
Wow.
Somewhere in there. You know, a lot of these, of course, you guys probably got the same thing. Is you're not doing it really for the money. You're doing it because it's a hobby, and that's exactly what it is. So.
And then we have is this a Bel Air?
Yeah, 55 Chevrolet Bel Air. This was a car that we actually restored a while back. It's been done a while. He had added some electrical items, and it seems like that something wasn't agreeing with it. Some wiring was going awry, so we're ending up we're going to replace the wiring from front to rear with an updated wiring harness. We originally had put the original style harness with the glass fuses and all that, but now we're going with the blade style fuses.
Okay. Wow. And again, that loom, that's the new wiring loom, is it?
Yes.
And you could buy that pre-made.
From front to rear, the whole thing. And this Camaro here, getting close to leaving. This is actually a 75 Camaro, 1975 Camaro that was converted into a 70 through 73. It's a gentleman owns it that is in St. John, Virgin Islands. His uncle had given him the car, so he wanted to do the car up. Had a hard time finding somebody in St. John that would do it. So we ended up doing it up. There's another one's been total, everything frame off. It's a subframe car too. Suspension, engine, transmission, interior, the whole 9 yards.
Wow. And then finally, Mark, we have a complete restoration, roundup restoration.
Another 55 Chevrolet Bel Air.
Free gas for a year. That's right.
More of a hot rod, street rod.
I noticed the Dynamat insulation.
Dynamat in it, holds down the heat, helps with echoing.
And the gauges are all aftermarket gauges, yeah?
Aftermarket gauges, aftermarket steering column.
And then that's a big block, is it?
Big block, yep.
Fantastic.
We've been putting these into these hydraulic boosters. We've been having a lot of issues with engines just not having enough vacuum to run boosters. So it's starting to become a common thing in this shop anyway, that anything with a high performance engine, we're just putting a hydraulic booster on it.
And then all the brakes will be suitably upgraded.
Yep. Disc brakes, rack and pinion steering on this one too.
Okay, Mark.
So
thank you very much for giving us such a fantastic rundown of your facilities.
Thank you.
Great to meet you.
I appreciate it.
We'll look forward to showing the video in the UK.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you.